Hello, and my name's Terry Messenger, and I've come here live tonight, and no plan to do this, but it's actually to give a confession. So I have just done a launch where I have had a beautiful, juicy webinar for the launch of my Elite Crown. And I just did the biggest blooper. Now guys, you're not going to understand the extent of this blooper slash mistake unless you are a coach or you're in the service of being online. But there is a lot more trouble that goes to in conducting a launch or a webinar or, a Zoom call. And there's so much, there's training that goes into it. And so here I've taken people through a transformation, a juicy transformation through my master key, which is the Elite Coaching Master Key. And that is what I call my transformation system, so that people transform their lives and then they have the ability to learn the powerful modality. So imagine that, transforming your life and then taking that on board. Now, the next step is, well, I've seen a big gap in the market. So what happens is, lots of people, want to transform their lives. And then some people want to learn what to do. How do you do that? And you'll get gifted healers and you'll get people that come on board and they'll become trained. And then they'll have these juicy modalities like we train. And I guess from, the 101 level is that it's really about understanding, what really makes you, I guess, switch that, flick that switch in your mind and what makes you tick. So when you learn how to kind of stand in your power, when you learn how you can, embrace your power, and when you can change a state, and when you can release trauma, and when you can get rid of physical pain, as so many people have here. Hello, Jason. Hello, Claudia. Hello to all the people that have joined. And just write down in the comments whether you are live or on the replay. But I have a confession and I haven't yet got to it, but here goes. I'm about to confess. So now what I've done is I have created the next part of the system, which is now that people have this beautiful transformation, now they have the ability to go out and help the world. I've seen a gap in the market where people don't know where to start. They don't know what to do with their gift. They don't know where to start. Hello, Shelley. Hello, everyone, as you're jumping on. Hi, Des. Hi, Michael. I think Michael's there as well. Hello to you. So, people need to have a launching pad. And this launching pad is about branding your brilliance and doing it from your soul. And, it's also about, packaging up your program and creating this amazing program. Now, can you imagine being able to take every single life mistake you've ever had and every life, negativity and the trauma and the stress. And can you imagine, hi Matt, how you going? Taking all of the trauma and turning it into your rock solid foundation launching pad so that you can help other people. So this is what we do. And so tonight, I went to the next step of launching a webinar where we had so many beautiful people. I mean, it was so amazing. And then guess what? So the webinar was around creating your program and getting you launched online. It was about teaching people that, hello, beautiful goddess Jacinta, I've got a confession, and oh my gosh, I'm really taking a long time to say it. Okay, I need to say it. So here goes. Are you ready? So what's happened is I've gone to a lot of trouble, obviously. You know, I have created this beautiful webinar and launched it tonight. And the way that it's constructed is that people come into the program and they learn how to launch their gift to the world, right? But they have what I call a TTLL system, and I'm going to tell you about my TTLL system. So it's an acronym for T, transform. Transform your life first. T is train. I then train you in some of the most epic modalities. L is lead. I lead you to, because I'm really, really good at helping people to find their God-given gift. So I lead you to discover what your gift is. And then the last L is launch. So I launch. However, I know that everything that my avatar is going to want is what I want. Everything that my avatar needs is what I needed. And in a way, I know that I would do so much better in life when I kick off something and I've got it's not that my hand is held, but I've got that really beautiful support. So, you know, as I am launching coaches and I'm teaching them this simplified system, and I'm actually giving them the whole process, and I still haven't confessed yet, but I hope I'm adding value just by talking about all of this. And, you know, as I take you through this, there's really just one secret you need to know, and that is that to be an online coach, you've got to become a performer, right? You've got to become a performer. You have got to be in the realm, so you can be so far removed from the old self that was someone's ex-partner or somebody's parent or somebody's brother or somebody's sister, or, you know, you can leave all of those parts of yourself behind and become the legacy and the legend that you are going to develop in raising something online that is going to be so juicy, so exponential, so amazing, that the way that it's going to be is that you need to learn who that person is, and you need to learn how to become an absolute rock star. So that means you jump into your acting. So, you know, and I was discussing about this in the webinar, and in actual fact, now that you're all here, and hello there, Mum, hello there, all you beautiful people that are watching. So as I was going through the whole situation, is really everything you need to know is just what is inside you. It's what's in your heart. It's what is your God-given gift. And it is what is, you know, the service that you've got to give that nobody else can give. But you've got to learn how to stand in your power and know that this is different to what you're like in your everyday life. And that's why I say you need to stand in your performance. You need to bring your program from heart and soul, but absolutely know that when you get in front of the camera, who are you going to become? Who do you want to be, right? You know, what do you want to be? You know, and even when you're looking at your wealth blueprint, it's all about knowing that the person you're going to become when you become this amazing coach, you're going to leave that person, that old you behind, that you that may have been introverted, shy, fearful, you know, all of those things. So really the first session tonight was not a launch because I've already launched it. My program is already full, and I am teaching people how to fill up their programs with the webinar, but the secret is in performance and knowing who you are when you are launching online. That's number one. And number two, the questions that only you can answer. That is what taps into your God-given gift. It also is around, what are your weaknesses? What do you stand for? What do you know that from when you were even a child? Like, I learned that, I was a performer from when I was a young girl, and I was talking about this, and that I came to life when I was on the stage. And I felt better on a stage than when I was actually with people. And I don't know what it was. But the other thing that I understood is that there were certain categories of when I would connect with people that I would become this other person. And this is not unhealthy. It's not like, this is a very kind of, some people might go, oh, split personality. No, it's another part of who I am that comes to life. And so, for example, when you are putting your program across, when you are going online, you are learning the ability of standing in your power and performing, and yet bringing your program from your deepest part of your heart and your soul. And the way that we're going to create your program is we're going to start off by, and this is the part where I'm coming to my confession. So if you want the confession, put confession in the comments. And if you actually are watching this live, put live. If you're on the replay, put on the replay. And here comes the confession. It's coming, you guys. I was selling tea chests when I was 8 years old. My mum's listening now. My father used to sell tea chests, and I used to sell them. But that's because there was something about me being able to have that kind of interaction with people. I was different to what I was like in school. I was different to what I was like perhaps in my family home. I kind of went into this different state. So this is how I teach coaches to launch, to go into your mission, your vision, your conviction, and freaking become the person for your actual, what you do, your God-given gift, and in this case, online. Okay, Michael, I hear you. Okay, I'm going to do it. Right, here it goes. So the whole webinar was based on the people that are already in my program. Hence, it is not a launch. It is already a program that's sold out. They get the questions, but I invited visitors, guests to come in so that they could see and hear and feel if this felt right for them to be launching. And I showed them through, talked about a simplified system, branding your brilliance, being able to launch like a legend, setting up your launching pad with all of the things about you. Now, this is the part, because the things about you were the questions. What is your gift? What is your strengths? What are the quirky things about you? Not in those words, but what are your strong points? What are your weak points? And of course, the whole big thing about this is that I'm going to give these questions to my people that are training and ready to go in and absolutely promote their programs. And these questions, it won't take them long, but they'll just have that time to answer, pause, answer. And so then when they come to having their one-on-one session with me, we come up with this juicy offer. Guess what? I forgot to record it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys are not here in the room. However, never fear, Terry is here. I didn't record it. So what that means is tonight, I am going to go back and I'm going to do that by myself, and I'm going to create. And the reason I am telling you this is so that you understand that, you know, there's no such thing. I know, Claudia, right? There's no such thing as failure. It's feedback, okay? And because I was so stoked on what I was delivering and what I was giving, I forgot to press record, so there is no evidence that I even did that webinar. So the most important thing is for those of you who are going to receive that, and you will receive it, and you'll receive it in the next 24 hours, you'll be able to listen to those questions and write them down in your own time. You'll be able to pause it so that you get to know yourself at a level that you never even knew you knew yourself before. And so when we get together for our session, oh my gosh, we are going to create the most powerful, juicy offer. And we're going to absolutely create that as part of the method that we're going to take you through. So guys, that's what I wanted to confess it, and I thought I'm just going to say it publicly. I'm going to come publicly, but you know, at the same time, you know, we need to learn from our mistakes, and there is really no such thing as failure. It's just feedback. So maybe you can stand on my shoulders and you can understand that always save. Always save, always press record. So you know what Terry Messenger is going to be doing tonight, don't you? She's going to be creating your video, and I'm going to do the whole box and dice on there and show you from scratch, give you the questions, the powerful questions that are just going to open up, expand you. And expand you, because you know, when we come into even the blueprint of the way you think about yourself and money and relationships, and you know, the fact that the secret and everything you're delivering, because it's so authentic, is inside you, and yet I'm going to teach you to be a high performing coach, leader, influencer. So you're going to learn how to get in front of the camera, how to smile at the camera, how to know that you are this person when you are serving and doing your life purpose and living your life purpose. Because you all heard my belief tonight on the webinar. You know, I believe that every single person deserves to live the life of their dreams, to claim their right, their birthright, to be the best version of themselves. Every person, I believe, also will live a more energized, a more enthused, a more lit up life when they know their God-given purpose. And when you are, there is nothing in the world like serving other people and doing for others just as you want to do for you. And I'm going to just that last secret and then close down. The secret in all of this is you're giving and you're doing everything for your client, for other people, and it can be in all industries and all fields, exactly as you want to happen to you. So on that note, guys, I'm going to go make the video, and please send me lots and lots of inspirational energy, because I won't have you guys there to really, you know, feed me with that boost and the energy. So I'm going to go and do that. And for those of you in the Elite Crown, it will be in your inbox very soon. Mwah. Sending you so much love. See you later.